If you've been scrolling through endless specs sheets, hopping between videos, and still feel like you're one step away from making the right call, this review is here to cut through the noise. I've spent the last week setting up a few different desktop rigs for a home office, juggling a 27-inch monitor, a second 24-inch screen for email, and a handful of cloud-based tools. The question that kept coming up was simple: do I need a machine that's built for AI-enhanced workloads, or am I just paying for hype? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's break down exactly what the HP OmniDesk AI Desktop Tower brings to the table, who will actually benefit from it, and where you might be better off looking elsewhere. First off, the OmniDesk isn't just another pre-built tower, it's marketed as an AI-powered system, thanks to the Intel Core Ultra 5225 processor. In real-world terms, that means the CPU can handle some on-device AI workloads like background transcription or quick image tagging without leaning heavily on the cloud. For a typical knowledge worker who spends the day drafting documents, hopping on a few video calls, and maybe editing a short marketing video, the AI boost feels more like a safety net than a daily driver. If your workflow leans heavily into AI-assisted tools, think generative image creation or large-scale data analysis, you'll notice that the processor's extra cores and dedicated AI instructions shave a few seconds off those tasks. Otherwise, the Core Ultra 5 sits comfortably in the fast enough for everyday work camp. Memory is a spot where the OmniDesk tries to future-proof your setup. It ships with 16 GB of DDR5 RAM, which is a noticeable step up from the DDR4 sticks you still see in many budget desktops. In practice, that extra bandwidth translates to smoother multitasking when you have 3 tabs open in Chrome, a spreadsheet running a macro, and a background sync client pulling files from OneDrive. I ran a quick test, nothing fancy, just swapping between Slack, Outlook, and Adobe Premiere Rush, and the system never hit a snag. The downside? The RAM isn't user upgradable without breaking the original seal, which HP states is only intended for their engineers. If you anticipate needing more than 16 GB down the line, you might hit a wall. Storage is another area where HP tries to add value. A 1 TB NVMe SSD gives you rapid boot times and plenty of room for a growing media library. In my daily routine, the OS popped up in under 10 seconds, and loading a 2 GB project file in Premiere Rush was almost instantaneous. The bundle also includes a 64 GB USB flash drive, a nice little bonus if you need to ferry a few documents between workstations. It's not a game-changing perk, but it does save you the extra $10, $15 you'd spend on a comparable stick elsewhere. The only snag is that there's no secondary drive bay. If you need massive archiving space, you'll have to rely on external solutions or a network-attached storage device. Connectivity is decent but not extravagant. The tower comes with Wi-Fi 6, which is a solid upgrade over older 802.11 AC routers, especially if you're on a crowded home network. I paired it with a mid-range Wi-Fi 6 router, and my download speeds matched the wired baseline within a 510% margin, good enough for video calls and cloud-based work. The back panel offers a handful of USB-C ports, a couple of USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1, and a DisplayPort 1.4. That combination lets you run a dual-monitor setup without needing a separate graphics card, though you won't be gaming at ultra-high refresh rates. If you plan to add a dedicated GPU later, you'll have to make sure the power supply can handle it. HP doesn't publish the exact wattage, so you might need to open the case and confirm. Speaking of the case, the design leans into the home office aesthetic with a dark wood front panel that blends nicely with a study desk. It's not a sleek aluminum tower that screams gamer, but that visual element can be a plus if you care about the look of your workspace. The trade-off is that the chassis is slightly bulkier than a mini PC, so it takes up more floor space. If you're tight on room, a compact small form factor might make more sense. Now, who should actually buy this machine? If you're a remote professional who runs a few productivity apps, needs reliable multitasking, and wants a machine that can dip its toe into AI-assisted features without a steep learning curve, the OmniDesk is a strong contender. It's also a good fit for small creative freelancers who edit quick videos or design graphics and need the extra memory bandwidth to keep things fluid. The bundled Windows 11 Home OS is already tuned for modern workflows, so you won't have to spend time tweaking settings. On the flip side, skip it if you're a hardcore gamer, a developer working with large containers, or anyone who expects to upgrade the internals often. The sealed RAM and ambiguous power supply make future upgrades a hassle, and the lack of a dedicated graphics card limits.